Hi, it's Ileana. So today I'm going to be talking about ear health and earwax removal and cleaning of the ears because having healthy ears is very important. So what can happen? A person can suddenly lose hearing in both their ears or one ear, and you start to get tinnitus and you start to get like pressure in your ears, pain in your ears. It makes you wonder what the heck is happening to your ear health. Like, why can't I hear? Am I having an ear infection? Am I losing my hearing? What's going on? Like, the liquid out of your ears does not drain. When you take a shower, the water does not come out of your eardrums anymore, out of the ear canal. Now, why would that be happening? It can suddenly happen. So that happens most of all. The simplest explanation is earwax buildup in the ear canals. Earwax literally pushing up against your eardrum, impacted layers of gross earwax. It builds up over the years and it gets stuck and you have no clue it's even there. So when that happens, you get those symptoms of suddenly losing hearing, not being able to drain the ears of water after taking a shower, just having ear pressure, pain, earache, and you could even have a headache because there's pressure in your ears, in the ear canal. So when that happens, what you can do is several things. What I've learned, the most important thing is to find a good audiologist who specializes in earwax removal from the ears. They work with curettage tools, those dainty little tools that can go safely in your ear canal and clear out the wax with suctioning. It's a vacuum that literally, little vacuum that goes in your ears and suctions out the layers of wax, and softening oils like Earol is one of the best olive oils that you can buy to clear out wax, like to soften the wax in the ear canal that's stuck. There's also keratin, layers of dead skin that builds up in your ear and mixes up with the wax stuck to the ear canal on the sides of the ear. Earol really is good for clearing that out. And it has a very good sprayer. The sprayer nozzle in the Earol sprayer device is very good. I like it and I've been using it quite a bit. But when you go to an audiologist if you need an appointment stat ASAP to get your earwax removed because you're having a hard time hearing, you want to book an appointment. You want to find a good audiologist. They're called audiologists. So you want to find a good one who uses a variety of techniques. They better be doing curettage with the special tools that can go into your ears that have the different sets of things that can like literally hook up on the wax, wiggle it out, and take it out. They make sure they have a suctioning vacuum, make sure that they have the special oils. They have those special oils, the Earol and hydrogen peroxide dissolvent oil that literally dissolves bits of wax in the ear canal. They have those. They also do irrigation with water to moisten the earwax, to soften it. They use a combination of all these tools, curettage tools, the water irrigation, the suctioning, and the different oils, depending on how hard your wax is and if you have keratin stuck in your ears as well. They use a mixture of these tools. Just make sure you go to an experienced audiologist to check your ear health. And make sure they're using a camera that they actually put a camera, a little camera with a scope in your ear canal, and they can show you what's happening in your ear canal. That's very important. They are being authentic and responsible when they actually have a camera and they can show you the difference when they'll show you that you have impacted earwax that's literally stuck to your eardrum, and that's what's causing you pain and suffering in your ears. That's why I can't hear. They'll explain it to you. Like, I had this process done a few days ago. Yeah, I lost my hearing and I was like, well, what's going on? And the first thing I thought was, well, I'm like, I don't see any wax coming out of my ears. I don't know. I'm just going to search for a good audiologist. Because I remember when I was a little girl, I just had a bad infection. I had tonsillitis, very bad infection, with a fever of 40 point something, close to dying in the hospital, in the Israel hospital. And what they did is they put a huge device, like a suctioning device, in my ears, and it literally ripped out the earwax plug with the liquid that was in my left ear and my right ear. And I was a little girl that was 7 years old, lying there on the gurney and seeing this grayish brown yellow earwax plug just literally being ripped out of my ear by suctioning. I will never forget that moment. Out of my left ear and right ear, like, literally had wax ripped out of my ears by suctioning, and that it plopped down next to my head, and I looked over, I'm like, suctioning, it works. So I never forgot that, and it's like when my ears got plugged this time around, and I'm almost 40. So what I did is like, I need to find a good specialist who uses curettage tools. Like, there's special picks, that special instruments that are dainty and small, that could literally manipulate the earwax out of your ear, wiggle it out, move it out if suctioning isn't picking it all out. It's a delicate procedure that an ear throat specialist could do, or an audiologist. When you go to a normal doctor at a doctor's office, they'll just irrigate your ear with a lot of water, like a special irrigation bottle and spray, and that will get some wax out. But if you can't hear it all, you'll get some hearing back. If you still feel like there's a lot of pressure in your ears, in the ear canal, and something stuck in your ear, that's impacted wax that needs to be removed with curettage tools and suctioning device, like a suctioning vacuum, and oil treatment, like olive oil. It will soften up the wax, and the hydrogen peroxide solution mixed with a bit of oil, that will like soften the wax. They can get it out of your ears, out of both ears. For some reason, only my left ear was impacted with like layers of years worth of wax. My right ear was pretty clean. People who wear earbuds, earplugs, headphones, and if you're wearing hearing aids, that can cause wax buildup in your ears just to naturally accumulate. And you might need regular cleaning of your earwax out of your ears, or if you just use Q-tips to remove water from your ears after a shower, that also tends to build up earwax naturally to create earwax development. It's normal. So my audiologist, who I went to at Network Hearing, her name was Grace. She was wonderful. She honestly told me that, when she put the camera up into my left ear, she's like, that's heavily earwax, like heavily impacted earwax, layers of it. Did you use the Earol olive oil mixture? I'm like, yes, I did. And I realized this is literally years of earwax in my ear. And I said to her right away what I wanted done. I said, I want suctioning with the vacuum. I want you to use the curettage tools on me to get it all out. I don't want it left in my ear. And she said it might take 2 procedures to get it done. I said, well, I'm driving out here from another city. I live a long way away, so I need this please done all in one sitting, in one session. She's like, this is a difficult case. I will do my best with the curettage tool to move it out, because there's like 4 pieces of hard wax that was stuck in my left ear, literally. So she was experienced, and she did about 40 minutes of the procedure. She spent the whole time on my left ear because that was the one impacted with earwax. I couldn't hear out of it, even after the water irrigation that I had done at the doctor's office the first time. And I told her about the experience at the hospital in Israel. She's like, yeah, it sounds like they have more advanced suctioning vacuum devices. If they literally sucked out the wax from your ears in like 4 minutes each from each ear, and I had heavy plugs with liquid, they have something more advanced in Israel. Here they have the curettage tools and they have the suctioning. And I booked a private audiologist appointment because I didn't want to go to the hospital. I didn't want to go to a normal doctor. It takes forever here in Canada to book an appointment to see an ear, nose, throat doctor, ENT. And they have the curettage tools and they have the suctioning tools as well for the more difficult cases to remove earwax and even to drain out your middle ears. Sometimes you can also have liquid in your middle ears in the tubes that are between your ear and nose. They have a special scope that could go up your nose and see to the middle ear and drain the liquid with a balloon dilation. Like literally, there's a specialized type of a balloon procedure. It goes up your nose, it inflates and literally cleans your tubes of your middle ear and your nose, left side and right side. Then the balloon deflates and the liquid is drained out of your middle ears. So earwax buildup, that would be in your ear canal against your drum, but then you have your middle ear tubes as well, where liquid can get stuck. That needs different type of drainage that an ENT does. I'm going to get my middle ears also checked. If I need them drained, so be it. Because I could still hear that little clicking, popping sound in both ears, and that could signal that you need your middle ear tubes drained as well. So I'm setting that up. I'm doing that. I thought I would talk about ear health and what my experience was like, and I'm in Canada, because you don't want to suddenly lose your hearing and start wondering what happened to you. Like, why did this happen? I had no clue. Now I do. So I'm going to be using the Earol olive oil spray every couple of weeks. Spritz it in the ear 3 times in one ear and 3 times in the other. And that will prevent earwax buildup in both ears. So you don't get literally layers of earwax stuck to your eardrum, stuck to your ear canal, and lose hearing all of a sudden. Start wondering, oh my God, do I need hearing aids now? Like, I can't hear. Do I have an ear infection? Most likely it's just plugged up earwax in your ears, and you can get that specially taken care of. And that procedure, I sat there, and Grace is like, you're being a sport about this. And this one is not easy because it's literally the earwax was stuck against my eardrum, like literally glued to the eardrum. So she had to take longer and go slower to remove it. And she's like, maybe come back in a couple of days to get the rest of it out. I'm like, no, I can sit through the pressure of the suctioning, and I can sit through you using the curettage tool to pick that wax off the eardrum. keep going, keep doing it. I kept encouraging her to continue with the procedure. She's like, man, you must have a high tolerance for pain and pressure, because this procedure is not the most comfortable thing in the world. To get it done more than 30 minutes. I'm like, please keep going, get it all out as much as you can. I can take it. I'm used to, like, I have a high tolerance for pain and very high tolerance and threshold for waiting to get the job done completely. Like, I wasn't leaving that office until everything was cleaned and I could hear better. And she did an amazing job. She literally like plugged at it and kept removing bits and pieces of gross earwax out of my ears. She used all of her tools. She used the water irrigation sprayer. She used the curettage tools. She used the suctioning. She used hydrogen peroxide spray. And she used the Earol olive oil spray, literally to soften everything up and get it all out. It took about 40 to 50 minutes. It was well worth it. She showed me with the special camera going up the ear canal, the before and the after, how dirty my ears were before and after, and she showed me how much earwax she actually literally pulled out of my left ear. This procedure, I studied how it works, what it does, and all the steps to it before I even booked an audiologist appointment. So I knew what to expect and what I needed to do and be ready for. So I knew the procedure from start to finish. Like, always study the procedures, medical procedures, cosmetic procedures, doctor stuff. Study what they're going to be doing with you to understand the steps so you get everything you need done in one go if you can. I was prepared, I was ready, I got my ears cleaned, both ears, and no more earwax. So that's good. I'm very happy. And I'm sharing this experience. Yeah, it sounds gross. It sounds weird. And like, why would I talk about this? It's so blech or meh or whatever, or gross. I'm talking about it because it's ear health and it can happen to anybody. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Nobody thinks about earwax and how that can just build up in your ears and you can stop hearing. And then you start to like wonder what's going on with me. Like, why in the world is this happening to me? And you feel powerless to do anything, but you're not powerless. You can use olive oil to keep spritzing that in your ears every couple of weeks to make sure you don't get earwax buildup in your ears. And you won't have earplugs, wax plugs in your ears. That's the most natural thing you can do to prevent that from happening in the first place. So that's ear health. Both left ear and right ear. 10 minutes in both ears, spray it in, leave it in, and you're good to go. You'll have clean ears. That's why I'm sharing this experience, because it taught me a lot about ear health and how to take care of the ears, not to get earwax buildup in the future. Thank you so much.